Oh, hello, hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Socrates fans, this is Steve again. Tonight, presenting you another show. This time, I have the whole crew with me tonight. We got Calvin. What's up, Calvin?
What up? What up? Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
And also, we have
Yo,
Tony with us. What's going on, Tony?
yo, it's good. Let's get into it.
So yeah, I mean, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I mean, I was with my family myself, and man, I gotta tell you, I ate so much. It's not even funny. I went to work out today, man. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I can tell your cheeks, bro. You had a few like 5 pounds in your cheeks right now.
I know, right?
Right?
I would agree to
It's been a
that.
good weekend. It's been a good weekend.
But how did you guys spend your Thanksgiving, though?
Yeah, man. We were good. Got my brother here. He came to visit. So yeah, we pretty much chilled. Everybody got sick. We got the flu. So everybody kind of got sick for a little bit, but we're getting better now. But yeah, man, just happy to come and reconnect with the squad. That's why we're a little bit.
Yeah. What about you, Tony, man? What'd you do?
Yeah. Well, it was a chill Thanksgiving, with the family. Didn't do much, just just family dinner. Yeah. And then it was my son's birthday. Well, today
Oh,
actually, but we celebrated his birthday on Saturday. So I had a little party for him, had a few people come through, a few games set up outside, bouncy house and stuff, pretty old stuff. But today was his actual birthday, so I asked this guy, we had to take him out for dinner, and like, what you want to eat for dinner? Name any place in the world where you want to go. Now, anywhere else, just name whatever you want to eat. Today you're gonna eat whatever you want. This guy won't pick Chick-fil-A, say one chicken nuggets. You know how happy I was.
You wanted those nuggets, man. That's the thing.
how
That's what
happy I
happens when you
was.
always take him to Chick-fil-A, Tony.
No, that's his favorite. As a 3-year-old, 3-year-olds like the favorite food was chicken nuggets and fries. That's his favorite food. I mean,
Oh,
my
man.
pockets are happy. I ain't mad. I ain't complaining.
Hey.
Exactly.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. Well, I'm
Right.
glad everybody had a good weekend, a great Thanksgiving. We also had a great game yesterday, man. Like y'all weren't here. You guys weren't there. We had a great game yesterday.
Right.
With
That's what I
the
heard.
team Atlanta. It was good, man. It was good. I wish you guys
Yes.
were there. So
That's
but
a busy
today,
weekend.
What was the final score?
I think it was like 5-1 or 4-1 or
Oh
something
wow.
like that. Yeah. It was pretty
Okay.
good, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So anyway, today we here tonight basically so that I can stick it to y'all because I remember the first show that we did. I did tell every single one of you guys that this Ballon d'Or one more time belongs to Lionel Messi, the great, the GOAT, the only one, undisputed. Nothing else can beat that. You know what I mean? So now the proof is in the pudding. 7 Ballon d'Or. The next best is
Come on,
5,
come on, bro,
right?
come on,
And ain't
bro, come
nothing
on,
else,
bro,
ain't nothing else
come
going
on,
on. The
bro.
world
You
has
know,
spoken.
the,
The world has
he
spoken. So
he
that's what we
the
hear
world
today.
did not speak. The world did not speak the truth. Let me
They
tell you, the
did.
world did not speak the truth
They did.
because even the man himself, he knows deep inside his heart that he doesn't deserve that thing. He
Okay,
even said,
so
he even said it like, yo, Lewandowski deserved that thing. So I
of course,
mean,
but
come on,
do
man.
you think he
One
meant
of
it?
those Ballon d'Ors. One of
Don't you think it's called being humbled, man? It's called being
it's
Hey,
not
see,
being
basic. It's
let
humble.
called
me
being
tell you something.
I,
humble.
Hey, let me tell you something. There's nothing called being humble in football. Football, if you are humble, there's no humble players in football. Football humility is for suckers. You cannot be humble. You have to have some kind of ego for you to be a star. But in Messi's point, the only reason why he got that was because he just won that Copa America. That's the only reason. But if you look at his stats in Euro club level wise, he didn't do nothing. They lost.
That's
8-2
not
to
true.
Bayern
That's not
Munich
true.
last
He
season.
won the Pichichi. He won the Pichichi award.
That doesn't matter.
So if you score a whole bunch of goals, that means you're the best player in the world.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so
How many goals did Lewandowski score last season?
Wait. How
Lewandowski scored more goals than Messi last season.
Okay,
You know that.
wait. All right.
Okay, then.
Let me answer him. Let me answer him. Right? Why do you guys were looking at Lewandowski for the Ballon d'Or? Why?
Not, he was one of the people we're looking at because he had a better season than Messi. He had better season than most of the players.
How do you explain a better season? Tell me.
He won the treble. First of all,
okay, yeah,
in Germany, didn't he win the treble?
Yeah.
He won the treble. He won the treble in Germany. He was top goal scorer in Europe, and
Europe,
I mean,
UEFA.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, like, what else does the man have to do?
So are we saying
most consistent player in the last 3 years?
That question, to repose that question, because you scored the most goal in whatever German Bundesliga or in the Champions League, that means you the best player in the world.
A better performance. Okay, let me ask.
How is that different from Messi winning the Pichichi award?
Because Messi's just scoring a whole bunch of goals and then he wins the top goal scorer in his league. Lewandowski's winning top goal scorer. He was winning Champions League. He's winning the league, and then he was winning the Germans Cup. Messi didn't win any trophy except for the Copa America, and that's it.
Exactly.
Do you know what? And you know that's what gave him the edge because
what edge?
With Argentina,
He only won one
trophy. Steve. So let me ask you this question. 5
penalties.
What did Messi do that was exceptional? What did he do that was so exceptional that any other player out there did not do?
He carried the team. He carried the team. The man carried the whole team.
N'Golo Kante carried the freaking team
1-0 against Brazil.
N'Golo Kante carried the freaking team.
Carried Chelsea to a Champions League. Why didn't he win the Ballon d'Or?
Why didn't he win that?
What do you mean? Why didn't he win it?
The man is a World Cup winner.
What do you mean? Why?
The man is a World Cup. He's a World Cup winner.
So let's talk about the value of that. Right? Argentina before that hadn't won a major tournament in 28 years. 28 years. That's the value of that tournament.
Oh, wait. So we're just giving out trophies.
That's not for the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for Argentina.
Just because he won something over 20 years, that hasn't been won over 20 years, so we're just gonna give it to him.
They suck. That's just what it is. They suck. So they didn't win. In soccer, there is winners and losers. That's all it is. And as for Messi, bro, like think about it. N'Golo Kante is a current World Cup winner right now. You get it? He's a Champions League winner.
Right.
Why is N'Golo Kante has never been in those in the conversations?
Because he didn't
score. Because he's not he's a midfielder. This is a midfielder we're talking about.
So you're saying that
that's what you're trying to say.
So essentially we need to redefine this whole Ballon d'Or because it's very biased. It's very biased because it's only a striker's award. And then B,
strikers
you gotta think about it, bro.
Strikers are number 10. That's what it's been. That's
and then next thing you gotta think about it too.
So that doesn't make you the best player.
And then here's another thing. Here's why I don't rate that Ballon d'Or, and I don't even like pay attention to that thing anymore.
You would because you do because you always mention Cristiano Ronaldo.
We just mentioned
how many times since we started talking on this podcast, bro? How many times have we advocated for N'Golo Kante to be in the conversation? How many times have we advocated for guys like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane? They had great seasons and they never got acknowledged. And that's another thing too, bro. I don't know if if African players never get acknowledged in this thing. You saw Donnarumma win the Golden Glove. He won the goalkeeper award because he had a good Euros. Mendy kept almost 16, 17 clean sheets last season, and then won the Champions League, first ever African to win a Champions League.
Which national is Mendy?
And then he was the best goalkeeper in Europe. And then the guy doesn't win the best goalkeeper in the world because the guy who won it had a good Euros. A good tournament. He had a good 6 games, and all of a sudden he's now being classified as the guy with the best thing. Similar to the situation with the Klopp the other day with the reporter. He's like, "Oh, the African Cup of Nations is a small tournament." There's little respect.
It's a what tournament?
they
So
said
it's a small tournament.
it's a small tournament. There's very little respect when it comes to African players and other people not playing at in these big European clubs that the media kind of circles around and always give these praises, bro. You gotta think about it. Ballon d'Or is a big popularity contest. Let's just call it what it is. It's a popularity contest. And who's the most popular player? Who's the most popular player when it comes to players, bro? Who's the most popular player when it comes to players? Messi. Every captain from every
it's a Messi and Ronaldo
country
show
has a
so
vote.
You see, it's like a beauty pageant basically, because like you have people that are voting based on who you like. Because think about it, Steve.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
Yeah.
In one aspect, I can understand your point in being, you know what? Yeah, some of the players do get overlooked in term when it comes to like football recognition, and when it comes to the Ballon d'Or period, some players do get overlooked. You got goalkeepers, you got defenders. I think the only defenders who ever won that what was it, Cannavaro?
Maldini,
and he didn't even deserve to win that year.
It was
From the World Cup. That was after the World Cup, right? So however, but it's heavily geared toward attack, like number 10s, and people who play attackers or center forwards and stuff. So yeah, I understand that point. I do understand that point. I do understand also that those kind of award, people who plays with flares, people who can sell shirts, they look good, magazines and, in the TV and all that kind of stuff, the front page news, they look good on that. Those awards, they do gear toward that. I do understand that part. I also do understand the part where a lot of African players do get overlooked, right? I understand that part, and I agree with that as well. I do agree with, I don't know in what context the reporter said that the African Cup of Nations is a small tournament. However, we do have to agree that it does not generate the same revenues as the Champions League or as even the CONMEBOL, the goal, not even the Gold Cup.
And that's a good thing because you're actually answering your own question. You're only answering yourself right there. You actually answer yourself.
Because you said they don't generate a lot of revenue.
They don't generate.
Other players are not bigger names than Messi.
Wait.
They're not gonna get looked at anyway.
I say that they don't generate the same type of revenues that those other tournament does. I mean,
what other revenues there besides money? That's the same thing. We're talking about the same thing. But what is
about, man?
Yeah, so exactly you answer the question that Ballon d'Or is actually biased because it's based on contest, it's a beauty pageant basically.
I do agree with that.
It's based on votes.
Biased in a way.
All right. Let me say this.
It is biased in a way.
Right. So get this. It's based on votes, based on coaches' votes, captains' votes, magazines,
journalists,
which I don't even get it. Why the freaking magazines have to be voting on that? So it's like you said, it's all about who sells the most shirts, who sells the most, who's good on paper, who's good on a billboard, and who's going to generate a lot of attention. Because when you look at all the previous Ballon d'Or winners, and they were all stars at that time, like Kaká. You think about like Ronaldinho, like Shevchenko, whenever Michael Owen.
What you're saying, but here's my question to you though.
That's what we're saying though. Like
listen,
was it based back then? It was based on who's the best player in the world, not the most popular player in the world.
Yo, Calvin, here's what I'm saying. The way you guys are making it seem like that's the only factor, which is why I disagree with y'all. Y'all making it seem like it's the only factor where somebody could win the Ballon d'Or. If that was the case, Neymar would be winning a Ballon d'Or as well, right?
No, we don't say that's
if that was the case. So at the end of the day, you still gotta play your football.
Neymar's still not gonna win the Ballon d'Or because Neymar is good, but he's not like great. Because you gotta think about it. I'm saying if it was purely or solely based on a popular contest, like a beauty pageant, you're saying. If it was because that's what you making it seems like. You are
that's what it is.
Basically,
that's what it is. That's
exactly
what
if it's like a beauty pageant, if it's like a beauty pageant, Neymar's never gonna win it because Messi and Ronaldo are already bigger than Neymar.
Right,
Even though he's a good footballer,
I'm saying at
an
least
excellent
won
footballer, so
one
he's
of
never
them.
gonna get ahead of those two guys because those are the names that everybody knows. And those the journalists who vote,
that's not
those
the
are the
only
ones
name
who are
that
writing all the
everybody knows.
headlines about Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah, the journalists are writing
The headlines. They never write
Yeah,
any
it's
headlines
journalists,
about
like we
Salah,
said,
but they
the
write headlines
journalists.
about Messi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
exactly.
if Ronaldo, like people right now, people will write more headlines about the fact that Messi's not scoring in PSG, Ronaldo is sitting on the bench at Man United, then they would say that, oh my God, Mo Salah is the best player in the world right now.
No, exactly.
Right,
So,
like, come on.
Wait. But you can't judge that right now, though. That Ballon d'Or wasn't for right now. That Ballon d'Or was for last year, for last season.
But Mo Salah still was killing last year, bro.
And Lewandowski had a better
season last year, and he still had
But
money.
if you put Mo Salah's season against Messi's season, Messi was more productive.
Oh man, okay, listen.
Throw in the Copa America in it.
Put in the Copa America. Who was playing in Copa America?
Huh?
Bro, the man had 6 goal involvements in Copa America, bro. You telling me that's the edge to give him the Ballon d'Or?
Exactly.
Well, of course, because he won it with his
nation. What else?
Who hasn't won it in 28 years?
N'Golo Kante won
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you telling me, like, okay, so because Lewandowski plays for a team that is not very good internationally, that diminishes all the work he puts in from from August up and through May.
Had Argentina lost that World Cup,
play an extra 4 weeks of football can win the Ballon d'Or because he went and did it with his national team. That is stacked, might I add.
So here's what I'm gonna ask you. Here's what I'm gonna tell you.
No. Answer that question before you ask another question. I want to hear your answer,
bro. Please.
I want to hear your answer to that. The one about Lewandowski playing for Poland, which is not a renowned big national team. So does that denounce him from winning that the Ballon d'Or because he plays for Poland?
He doesn't have the same opportunity to go play another 4 weeks after.
Here's the answer to that. Here's the answer to your question. The answer to your question is yes, because had Lewandowski, right? Number one, 2 scenarios. Had Lewandowski went, say, I don't know, semifinals with Poland, he would have had probably a better shot and Messi to win it. Had Argentina,
he doesn't have the same supporting cast.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Had Argentina lose that Copa America, Lewandowski would have won that Ballon d'Or. But the fact that
I think you should not base them based on if Argentina would have done that.
But that's the edge.
Let's just talk on the facts. On the facts on the matter on the ground right now. Because if you want to talk about awards based on like your nationality, what you do with your national team, we can put in people like we're talking about Jorginho, who won the Champions League and won Euros. And we had 2 cups on him, although he didn't really do much, but he has that. So how can you? That's a debatable fact.
Yeah, if we're talking about trophies,
the only reason
the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, if we're talking about just trophies.
The only reason why we're talking about Lewandowski in Poland, Argentina, and Messi is because those were the 2 guys who were basically the most important players in their team in terms of productivity, in terms of weight, in terms of everything else, and plus what they were doing in their league.
N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante, yes. How many goals did he score?
We're not talking about goals. He's a midfielder. N'Golo Kante is a midfielder.
Hold on. I'm going to ask you a question, guys.
Is he going to compete with a forward?
I got it.
Wait, let me ask you a question first. If you take the France team, right, and you're talking about players who's going to give you an edge to win, right? Mm-hmm. Who you're going to put on your front page of the magazine? Who would you put?
You just answered that question right there.
Yourself,
front page of the magazine, right?
Because that's how they're picking all these trophies anyway.
Exactly.
Because if you say France, right, you're gonna say, on the front page we're gonna put Mbappe, we're gonna put Pogba, but we're not gonna put Kante. But he's the most important player on that team.
Of course you're gonna put Mbappe there, man.
But is he the most important player on the team? No, he's not.
That team without N'Golo Kante.
France doesn't win a World Cup without N'Golo Kante.
Without Kante. Hell no.
Yeah, but France doesn't win a World Cup without
Chelsea doesn't win it. Chelsea does not win the
because without Kante. Kante is the one who enables these guys to be able to do what they do, bro.
That's his role.
Exactly.
Let me ask you that question again.
So why can't we honor him? Okay. Let's take on N'Golo Kante. Right?
Right.
So 2 years ago, right? Even last year, Kevin De Bruyne was the best player on the planet. Can we?
Best midfielder, yes. Best
like,
midfielder on the
Kevin
planet.
De Bruyne was the best player, like, period.
I think you
Best
just gotta.
player.
I think you just gotta.
But he doesn't get
I
the
think you
Ballon
gotta
d'Or. Why?
precise
Because
it.
Kevin De Bruyne is part of a team, right?
I think you have to say that Kevin De Bruyne was the best midfielder.
He went to the semifinals of the World Cup
At that time.
So you telling me, right? It's the same thing with Mo Salah, bro. Like, he's been killing last year, the year before. Liverpool won the league after 30 years, and this man doesn't get in the top three.
Same argument.
And then won the Champions League the next year. They went to the Champions League final the year before. And he doesn't get a look.
Before you go further, that's the same argument you just put on for Messi, that he won the Copa America after what, 24,
28
same thing you can
and
say
then
about
Salah won the league after 30 years.
So how can you make that argument? That's why we're trying to tell you, like, it's not based on performance.
It's just bias,
based
bro.
on
just the same bias you have
who you
Messi.
like.
It's the same bias the whole world has for Messi. It's okay.
Exactly.
We get it that you guys
fine.
love Messi, bro. But y'all can't keep giving the man awards because we love Messi. Like, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that.
Here's my other
that.
Here's my other comment to this. So I think it was your brother, right, who mentioned something about, okay, so because he played an extra, 6 games, that's what gave him the edge. Okay, so remember when James James, what's his name? Rodriguez signed for Real Madrid, right? Yeah, Tony, you would remember that. Do you remember?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tony?
Yeah, I do.
So tell me
That's
what
what
were the
after just had a
conditions.
great World Cup.
Tell me what were the conditions why Madrid went and spent so much money in James.
Now, a signing is different from winning the Ballon d'Or.
No, you're not getting my point. My point
But
is
he had
the
a
only
good
reason
tournament.
I want to, because he had a good tournament. He
the
just came
only
out of
reason
World Cup
why
and he had
Madrid
held
spent
Colombia.
so much
He had
money
taken
on
Colombia
him.
so far.
Huh?
He had taken Colombia very far, like in the World Cup. He had a good tournament.
And how many games was that, by the way?
But what does that have to do? I'm trying to see. Okay, let's say where you going with
my
this.
point was,
Let's see where you're going with this.
My point was Madrid went and splashed a ton of money on James because of one tournament.
Okay,
And
he was a young. Okay,
but
no one was calling him the best player in the world at that time.
Huh?
No one called him the best player in the world when
Madrid. But you know what they were saying? You know what they were saying?
They said that he's a good talent. He could do
something. That's what everybody does.
They were saying that he was
the best player in the world because of the World Cup he had.
And then Steve,
they were already saying that he was going to be the best player in the world.
To your point, too,
bro.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it.
I'm trying to see what that has to do with the whole
being the best player.
Because
that's what I'm saying. Like
all these
tournaments, bro,
change the whole dynamic.
But it's a signing based on a team or what the team's needs. Because some teams had no need for James.
They did not.
Nah, bro. But Steve, you got to think about it, bro.
Some of these
tournaments, right? And all these.
Let me ask you this: how old was he when he was signed by Real Madrid?
Was it 20-something? 20-something?
Okay, he's a young player, and the players that we had at the time, we had Modric, we had Toni Kroos, we were still playing great.
I think you had Kaká too at that time or something like that.
Yes, but we're players that were coming, we're leaving the team, and you have a 20-year-old who just had a great season, was a great number 10. You bring him into your team. Who else? Who would not want to sign him?
They splashed the money, thinking that he was going to be the next.
Yeah, Steve. But the thing is, bro, you got to think about it.
It was based on one tournament.
Yeah, like. Yeah,
Steve.
Steve.
That's how signings work.
Steve.
But then how
everywhere in football, everywhere in football, there's always a tryout, right? There's always a stage where scouts go to see the players play at the highest level. World Cup is one of the highest level in football. If you have a good tournament, a team is if a team was on the edge, if you're on their roster, like if you're on their recruiting list, like okay, we've been looking at this player, but can he really do it on the world stage with millions watching, right? Boom, he goes and shows out. That can tip a transfer. Same thing with players that go to the Euros or the AFCON or Copa America, and then they have a good tournament. Like if a club had been scouting you and then they see you have a good tournament and you show out and you perform on the highest stage, that can tip a move to happen. Or there's many players that will be in a situation where, hey, they're not in a contract here, or they haven't been playing for their club, but then they have a good tournament. Another club can come and say, hey, we can still use that guy. You get what I'm saying? So it's an opportunity to market yourself. It's not necessarily like, okay, oh yeah, just because you have a good tournament makes you the best player in the world. Like, nah, that's not it. It's one of those things where it's like, it can propel you into a better situation in your career based on, where you at in your career.
Calvin, all of what you're saying is true. I'm speaking to the fact of the hype that they gave that signing. The hype.
And he was great because,
he got
hype, but what does that got to do with the price of tea in China, bro?
All right, hold on, fellas. Okay.
He was already being spoken about in the future to be the best player.
Okay, let me answer you on that. Let me answer you on that. Okay, as for
how many
James,
players,
at that
bro?
point, you can understand that
James,
even still, he was signed by Real Madrid. He had been with Monaco, if I believe, before that.
Yeah,
and how much did Monaco buy for? Buying
cheap
for?
Money, cheap money, because they got from Colombia.
No, they didn't buy for cheap money. Monaco spent a lot of money on
how much money did they spend on him?
I'm not sure, but they spent over 40, like I think it was 40 million.
Even
talking about James.
I'm not sure, sir. I'm not sure that that's the price, but even if they did spend 40 million on him at that time, $40 million weren't much money for a player.
No, because wasn't he coming from Porto? I think because when he went to Monaco, he went to the French league. I think he was coming from Porto. I think before that, so it was not like he was just coming from a small league. Like he was a nobody. This kid was a wonder kid. He was aimed at being like, okay, this kid is so great. He's going to be a great player. That's what, like Calvin said, it tips a signing for every team because like everybody wants their hands on them. Just like Haaland right now. Haaland is hot. Everybody wants a piece of Haaland. Who doesn't want Haaland on their team? You get what I'm saying? But if he becomes a bust in another team based on like, okay, what kind of signing, what team he goes to, and doesn't work out, does that mean that Haaland is shit? No, it's not. He just had a great career that one time. And if he has a great tournament based on where he's from, like Haaland right now, where is he from? Like what? Norway. Tell me where Norway is gonna be ever if Norway ever even get to a point trying to win the World Cup. But does that mean that Haaland does not have the potential to win the Ballon d'Or? Tell me about.
No, if we're using the Lewandowski argument, then he's never gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
He's not gonna win it because it's the same thing.
He's never gonna win the Euros. He's never gonna win the World Cup.
If we're using the Lewandowski argument, you know what? He can win the Ballon d'Or. All he has to do.
He can.
Right? All he has to do is go to Madrid.
Oh, come on.
Or Barcelona.
Come on, bro. Come on.
So you just substantiate the fact that it is a popularity.
To round it off to what you said before. So Messi won the Ballon d'Or because he won the Copa America after 28 years. So if Haaland needs to go to Real Madrid to win the Ballon d'Or, why are we giving Messi the Ballon d'Or for winning a national tournament? Why can't he just go to if Haaland can go to Real Madrid and then be the best player in the world and then win the Ballon d'Or at Real Madrid? Why is it that Messi wins a national tournament and then he gets to be classified the best player in the world?
So
when Lewandowski was arguably the better player, and then he just didn't win a national trophy, and then he won 2 more trophies other than Messi, scored the same amount of goals, had the same amount of assists, if not more, but then he's not really the best player in the world, but we just give it to Messi because he hasn't won in 28 years.
And then fast forward, Messi goes on to win another international trophy coming up, and then gets the Ballon d'Or because he won an international trophy.
Go ahead, finish. I want to hear you finish.
Yeah, let me finish my statement. If Haaland want to win the Ballon d'Or, he needs to first make a move to either Real Madrid or Barcelona or Manchester United if they can find a good fit for him and have him play football. Maybe Bayern Munich, but the two
maybe
top
Bayern
ones,
Munich.
Yeah, the 2 top ones, you got to go to either Barcelona or Madrid. Number 1.
So
number
that
2,
argument, it's a popularity contest because Barcelona and Real Madrid are the biggest clubs in the world.
No, number 2. Let me finish. Number 2, he has to go to either the Euros or the World Cup and at least get out of the group stage and be eliminated at least in the semifinal because they will not be able to win the World Cup. Then we talk and be the top scorer, be the top scorer, be the top scorer in either the World Cup, right, or the Euros, because you got to do that. Remember how when a couple maybe a year ago we were talking about both Messi and Ronaldo. Once we say they're the greatest player in the world, and then the next question would be, or the next statement would be, but what have they done with the national teams? And then Ronaldo won the Euros with Portugal. What did he get? Wasn't he the best player in the world after that? Because of that gave him an edge. And then wait, let me finish. And then we're talking about let me finish. I gotta finish what I'm saying now. And then we're talking about okay, you know what, Messi,
you're not gonna see
the next question we always ask ourselves.
Wait, you're not gonna throw the argument because you won the Champions League and you won the national title. So he had 2 titles.
Tony, let me finish, Tony. After this, when we're talking about Messi and Ronaldo, the next question we always get is, well, Ronaldo won the Euros with his nation. What has Messi done with his team, with Argentina? That was the next question we've always gotten. And then that was always like some kind of hangers why people, you know, or some people would be thinking like, well, if we were going to pick Messi or Ronaldo, we would pick Ronaldo as the best player because he won some kind of tournament with his with Portugal. So now we can't talk about that anymore. No, it just so happened he did this last year. It's just so happened.
Yeah, but like, you see the argument you're bringing up right now, that was the Messi versus Ronaldo all-time argument.
You see,
this was
even
not
on the Messi versus Maradona argument, it's the same premise that people used as well.
Right,
but you agreeing?
You don't think those were part of why? You don't think those were part of why? Like,
okay, but hold on,
Ronaldo won some Ballon d'Or?
Hold on. But you agree that the Ballon d'Or, so you agree that the Ballon d'Or is not based on performance, on the player's ability, on the player's performance for that season. It's based on biased voting.
No,
basically, that's what we're saying. I mean, that's what argument is saying.
I'm saying
Steve, you can honestly look us. Steve, you can honestly look us in the face and tell us that Messi was the best player last year in the world.
Last year?
Yeah.
For the past 2 seasons.
That's what the world says.
What did he do?
Okay, Steve. It's okay.
He didn't do nothing.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
That's what the world says.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
That's what the tabloids say. That's what it is.
Right, guys, hey, we only got 5 more minutes in this thing. So much for 15 minutes, man.
I told you, right?
I know, exactly. But those are what just saying.
I mean, you know what? Hey, at least, you know, I was feeling aggrieved that, you know, they never give it to African players. I guess they don't give it to players coming from small European countries too, like Lewandowski. We have so many African players who deserve to win that thing, man, and they're still being overlooked. So I don't know. I don't know when we'll get another African player win the Ballon d'Or. I definitely think Mo Salah should win this thing this next year coming up.
Well, next year, Messi won't be in the running either, because this year looked like it's going to be a. They
were giving him a retirement.
He was not supposed to be in the running anyway.
Both him and Ronaldo are not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, him and Ronaldo were supposed to be in there.
Yeah, we're not. They're not supposed to be in there. But you know what is like? You know, Carl was just saying. It's based like, you know, it would be so great to actually see some recognition for like black players, basically, because I'm not just going to say African players, because we have like you know, these guys that play for France, like, you know, we've had great seasons like Edouard Mendy. You know, he's not the number one for France, but you know, he's a black player.
Now, I would say in that
the greatest
case, if we're even talking about that, I would say in that case, if we're even talking about that, I would agree with Mo Salah, right? I would agree with Mo Salah. I would even put Mbappe in that conversation, right? I would put N'Golo Kante, but we know N'Golo Kante is not going to win this kind of, because that's not what this.
Why not? If Xavi won it, why can't N'Golo Kante win it?
Xavi never won it.
No, Xavi never won it. He was
Xavi
just
never
in
won
it.
it.
He was just named. He was in
Xavi,
the top.
and
I
in
think
fact,
it was like
and in
top-
Oh, it was
fact,
top three, Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah.
But like that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
he never
saying, bro.
won it.
Like, but that's
But he
what I'm
never
saying.
won it.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, okay, Luka Modric won it. Why can't N'Golo Kante win it?
yo,
Exactly.
look how Modric, look how, did you see what he did with his team? You
But
guys,
did you see what N'Golo Kante did with his team?
yo, all right.
He
So
beat
anyway,
Luka Modric with the same trophy that Luka Modric won the thing for.
we are out of time, guys. So anyway,
How? The guy went to the final,
The
lost the
whole
final,
argument.
but the guy who beat him in the final lost the Ballon d'Or to the guy who he beat in the final. It does make no
Because-
sense, man. Because the
Oh,
man's
Tell you
white.
what,
yo, okay,
because the
let's
man is not of color.
white.
If N'Golo Kante, I bet you, if N'Golo Kante was
Like,
Spanish
what does N'Golo
and he
Kante have to
was
do,
fair
bro?
skin and he looked like Asensio or somebody,
I don't believe
N'Golo
that.
Kante
Because
would have
I
won.
don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I believe it.
Although
Nah,
the
you
skin
better
color
believe it.
might
I
have some
believe
kind
it. You
of
better
effect,
believe
Because the man,
but then
that's
Xavi would
never
have won.
happened
Iniesta
before
would have
that
won.
somebody wins back to back man of the matches. From a semi-final to the Champions League final, bro, the man was the man of the
Three
match.
straight.
Three straight games.
Man,
Three of
man
the
of the match,
biggest
man of
games of
and,
the season.
and
Three
he
of the
wins it.
biggest games of the season, bro.
And then they went on to win the Champions League.
And he wins it, you know.
And then
he's
they're like,
he's-
yeah, we don't
and he was a
recognize N'Golo
kind-
Kante. Not even in the top five.
But then they want to give it to Jorginho.
Not even in the top five, bro.
And
Not even
Hey,
in the
look at
top
your
five.
brother for that
World Cup
statement, bro. Look at your brother for that statement.
Yeah.
Not even
No,
in the
but-
top five.
Yo, we gotta
But
close
think
this,
about
man.
it.
We gotta close. Hey, we gotta close, man. If y'all like the show, if you guys like everything, please give us a like, subscribe to the show, share, and that's what we do here. We talk, we debate, right, Tony? Tell the
Yeah,
fans.
we gotta
It's
come
always
on. We got
passionate.
a lot of juice, man. A lot of things been happening in Old Trafford. I think we might have to do a separate segment for that one, man. We got a lot of things.
Yeah, we do.
We
Yeah,
haven't
of course
talked about. We haven't talked about Ole to Ranić to Carrick to the interims. Like it's a lot of drama at Old Trafford, but we love
Tony,
you
tell the
guys. Thank
fans
you for
goodbye, man,
watching.
because it's time.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
I mean, to
Oh,
all my
yeah,
Real
for
Madrid
sure.
fans, we still represent, we're still winning, still on a winning streak, you know what I mean? We're still in there.
Yeah,
man.
but you're beating nobody.
Always Madrid. It don't matter. We're still winning. It don't matter. We're still winning, baby. That's all we said. The record states.
All right, guys. I wish
winners-
y'all a good
winning
night,
state.
and wish you guys have a good night, guys, and
Yes,
good
sir.
night
Yes,
to
sir.
everybody else, the
Hey.
fans out there. Again, please subscribe to the show and give us a like and follow us and share
Like
it.
and subscribe.
See ya.
Definitely.
Peace.
And Man United losing to nobody, too.
To everybody. You gotta say, man, you lose this to everybody. That's what you gotta say.
I know, right?
All right, guys. Good night.
All right. Cheers.
Tag.